Hey guys, greetings from Sofia in Bulgaria. Me and my COVID bed. I'm gonna strike one off of my bucket list today. I'm heading up to a town called Vidin, which is in the northwest of Bulgaria. The purpose is to see the Danube River, second longest river in Europe. I'm gonna take a train, a very slow Bulgarian train, for about 5 hours to get there. You can still find a lot of remains of communist art in Bulgaria. So, you know, I kind of imagine that this must have been something built by the communists, the sort of brutalist style. Let's have a walk through here. I imagine the architect, the planners who designed this, you know, they must have thought that this would be a real place for people to come together, sit outside, nearly like an amphitheater sort of style. Pretty much deserted now, and when I come through here in the evenings, I notice that there are a lot of druggies and, you know, people who may or may not be prostitutes. I don't know. So going inside that building, you always see a lot of murals in Bulgaria, which seem to be from the communist era, and the railway station is no different. Quite beautiful actually, I like them. Alright, so I have that train at 12:05 from platform 7. It's a 5-hour trip, but it only cost me 14 Bulgarian levs, so that's 7 euros. 7 euros for a 5-hour trip. You know, the station is really a beautiful design. I mean, look at this ceiling. But I wanted to have a closer look at this mural. It's huge. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I guess those lines might represent trail tracks. This in the center, where everything comes together. This might be Sofia. Oh wait, if you come closer, wow, this is so cool. If you come closer, no way. Check this out. If you come closer, these are all photos. So I think this is the train here to Vidin. Look, it leaves at 12:05, just like my ticket says. Oh, but look, you see, this is where confusion starts. Here's a train, or that's a carriage, and there's another one. So I assume it's going to be this carriage up here. Excuse me, is this the train to Vidin?
Yes.
Okay, merci, thank you. Alright, beautiful graffiti. This is kind of nice. I like riding on a train where you can just look back at receding tracks, so we're definitely going to do that just now. Alright, well, nobody else really seems to be wearing a mask, so I guess I can travel without my mask. I found a front-facing seat, and let's wait for this 5-hour trip to Vidin to begin. And we're off right on time. I've always heard a lot of criticism about the Bulgarian railways. You know, they are slow. The trains are not very fast at all. I think that has more to do with the tracks, which are probably very outdated. But I found them very comfortable so far. You know, like, check this out. I actually have a charger for the phone. Seats are really comfortable, very wide. The windows are a little dirty, but the view alone makes this journey worth the while. Okay, the train just stopped here in the middle of a town. It's called Mezdra. So People are getting out, buying some coffee and drinks. I just hope that this train doesn't take off without me. Oh, hang on. Actually, the engine just left the train. Check this out. Somebody's just selling some, it looks like a sandwich with some meat. And a Bulgarian railway man. Now, I think actually that I got pretty lucky with the carriage that I'm in, because I was walking through the train, you know, to get to the back there. Oh my God, these doors are really very heavy to open. And boy, a couple of times a real smell hit me. Like, those seats don't smell as clean as the ones that I'm in here. Oh yeah, it smells fresh again. This is definitely the best, the good carriage here. The other ones, not so good. But look at this though. Check out these mountains. There's still snow up in the mountains. I love to see these railway men. So I was just looking up on Wikipedia about the Danube. It goes through the largest number of rivers, of countries, of any river in the world, 10 countries. And it is the second longest river in Europe after the Volga. And what I thought was really interesting is the name Danube. Well, it might come from Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, the word Danube means born of dew. So born of water, river. Some first impressions of the town. Oh, I love this building. Yeah, this definitely looks Stalinist style, communist style. As I said, in the East European countries, under communism, they really love their mosaics. Not too sure what this is, and there she is. There she is, the Danube. Awesome. If I look at this mosaic, it actually looks to me, if you look at it, it kind of has that flowing impression. Feminine. I see like a feminine form in there. I'm gonna guess that this represents the Danube River. You can see some fish here. This looks kind of special. Memorial of the victims of communism. Should have been to the victims of communism, of course, but the opposite side of the river is Romania. Check it out. There's like a little beach here. So I want to touch the Danube. I've never touched the Danube. There we go. I don't know. I wonder if there's any kind of legend about like touching the Danube and you never get to leave Bulgaria. So like that. Oh my God. Nah. All good jokes, and I love Bulgaria. I love you guys, Bulgarians. Slightly more fancy looking street. Look at this amazing square. I mean, this is such incredibly communist architecture. I love it. This building is just amazing. I can't get over this. Look at this. Isn't this like the most amazing looking building? I assume in the communist heyday this must have been a fountain with lights. All to the glory of Bulgaria and communism. In keeping with the, you know, obviously the bit of the communist fascination and a bit of a theme, I'm going to stay in this hotel here. You can see it has the communist style mural on the wall, and I don't know the history about it, but I was just looking up on some of the comments on booking.com, and it described it as being a communist era hotel. So let's have a look, see what it's like. I booked it already, so there's no turning back. Alright, in the elevator, I think it's a very slow elevator because it took a while for me to see it come down from the 3rd floor down to the ground floor. So you see that's 1, 2, 3, there we are. So my room is 309, which is right here, right opposite the elevator. Well, this isn't too bad. So this is what 25 euros gets you for the night in Vidin. 9 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. So that was my my night in Vidin. Had a very comfortable sleep. I just want to show you what Bulgarian bathrooms look like, right? I mean, I've seen so many of these bathrooms here now. That's the shower head, and this is the rest of the bathroom. So you could basically be taking a shower and clean the toilet at the same time. Is it efficiency? I don't know. Bulgarian bathroom style. Checking out of the hotel at noon. There's nobody by reception, so I just left my key here. I'm sure they will find it. See, this was the style. So I don't know what the I mean, obviously the building must have been from the communist era, but the style, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, is not. A decidedly uncommunist Range Rover and another decidedly uncommunist Range Rover. So that was Hotel Bodonia. I love the realism. I mean, look at the action that you can see. Stern faces, and look at this woman. That's a grenade. Yeah, she's about to throw a grenade. When you look at these kind of statues, you know, they're so perfect. Perfect bodies, perfect faces. Remember, this is from a period in which had ideologies that were striving to create the perfect man. You know, both Nazism and communism were really quite similar in that, trying to create the perfect human being. And this is the former synagogue of Vidin. It's the second largest synagogue in Bulgaria. As you can see, it's pretty dilapidated. It has no roof. The history about this is that it was taken over it was nationalized by the communist government and fell into disrepair. And sometime in the 1980s, I believe, they attempted to restore it, but then the fall of communism came, and the building was left without a roof and started to deteriorate. You can see the Star of David up there. And look, there's a big gate around it, and there is a sign which I just translated on Google Translate that says prohibited entry, but let's go and check it out. Alright, so you see that's where the roof was, which the communist government removed in order to restore it, and then communism fell. And you know, a building without a roof is condemned. So that's exactly what happened here. And this is a medieval fort or castle called Baba Vida. See, I'm not the only one out in this dog's weather today. That looks like a family of Bulgarians checking out their history. I want to feel, look at that cat run by. I want to feel how heavy these handballs are. See if I can lift one up. Wow. Oh yeah, very, very heavy, but I could get it. I could get it off the ground. Bulgaria is full of these old abandoned buildings. Bulgaria is in rapid demographic decline, low birth rates. It is the poorest country inside the European Union. And of course, free movement of people in the European Union means that there's a very high immigration rate. When you look at these dreary looking apartment buildings, you can well imagine why younger Bulgarians would choose to vote with their feet and establish themselves somewhere else. This is really remarkable. Look at this beautiful city gate, and then just walk through here. So you walk through this medieval tunnel through the city gate, through the city walls, and then you end up in this beautiful example of Bulgarian apartment buildings. In Bulgaria, it is traditional to hang up these death notices in the streets when somebody dies. So you see, this is all very recent. Look at this guy. That was the 29th of January this year. Looks like a real estate office. So if you want to buy something in Vidin, those are the prices there: 28,000 levs, 19,000 levs, 31,000 levs. It's I don't know exactly what is on offer, if it's apartments or houses, but a lev is about 50 euro cents. So just slash it in half for a euro, or roughly for a US dollars. Oh, hang on. I found the Vidin Yacht Club. Let's see where the yacht-owning jet set of Vidin hang out. Well, this can't be it. I don't see any yachts. Well, this is the very grandly named Vidin Yacht Club. This is a mosque and an Orthodox church next to each other. Could be some symbolism in that if you want to look for it. And have a look at this. This is pretty cool. The graveyard with the Ottoman tombstones. There's a lot of symbolism in the Ottoman tombstones. You can see the fez and the turban on top of the tombstone. That indicates the status of the deceased in life. Look at that. Isn't that very cool? Look at that grand turban on top of the tombstone. I wish we could go in and have a look, but unfortunately the gate is closed. And this is an Orthodox church or temple. Look how beautiful that mosaic is with the gold, some patriarch. Let's see if I can find that cock. I like the sound of it. It reminds me of Trinidad. Oh, and there he is. A very proud cock. And his hens. So now you know just about as much as I know about Vidin. Hope you enjoyed it.